Hey everybody, I'm Rebecca and welcome to my channel, A Reason to Hope, where each week I share a message of hope, empowerment, and faith. A couple of weeks ago, we learned that reality star Tamar Braxton attempted suicide with an overdose of drugs and alcohol, which she acknowledged was due to work-related pressures. Tamar comes from a very talented family. I don't really follow Tamar, but I am familiar with her. In fact, I actually attended an event a couple of years ago where she was one of the guest panelists. Now, it was also reported that she also struggled with being in lockdown during this pandemic. And when you're an extroverted, outgoing person, I imagine this will only add to your misery. Having heard that, it just made me stop and think about the fact that this pandemic is causing pain and suffering for a lot of people. People have lost their businesses. Businesses that they saved for years to start are now closed forever. Ministries are suffering to stay afloat, and so far, over 150,000 families have lost loved ones to COVID 19. Can you imagine a loved one dying alone in the hospital? This has to be devastating. On the economic front, more than 20 million people are unemployed. Renters and mortgage holders were given forbearance on payments, but at some point, they're going to have to start making those house payments and those rent payments again. Landlords could start going into foreclosure on those properties because they can't collect those payments. On the home front, there has been an uptick in domestic violence cases. Families are locked in together and there's a lot of stress. And you might be one of those people experiencing pain and suffering right now. This message is a reminder that no matter how bleak things look, you can bounce back. A lot of times when we're going through things that are traumatic, we think that we're the only ones. But everybody goes through devastating times. But the good news is that you can bounce back from a bad situation. Not only can you bounce back, but you should make up your mind that you will bounce back. Think about what you've already gone through. You made it. Think about a relationship that left you brokenhearted, being betrayed, a sickness, prison, or child abuse. At the time, you thought you would never smile again, that you never live, laugh, or love again, but you did. And I've had to bounce back time and time again. It's a matter of the will to get back up. It's a test of your faith. I don't have 5 steps on how to rebound. You just have to make up in your mind, make a decision that I'm going to recover from this situation. You're not the first person to file bankruptcy. I've been there, done that, and got a t-shirt. You're not the first person to have your house foreclosed on or your car repossessed. A few years ago, a friend of mine lost her restaurant that she had invested in over $100,000 to start. With restaurants, you have all this commercial equipment to purchase, so it's not a cheap business to start. It can be very expensive. Not only did she lose the restaurant, but she ended up losing her home to foreclosure as well. You know what she did? She moved back to her home state, started a new business in a totally different industry, and is flourishing today, even during this pandemic. She made a full recovery within 5 years. She didn't sit around having a pity party talking about poor old me. No, she got back up again. And in order to bounce back, you have to avoid that victim mindset that is easy to fall into. You can't sit around licking your wounds, having a pity party. You need to get up, dust yourself off, and make up your mind, come hell or high water, I'm not going to settle where I am. Get your mojo back. Get that pep in your step again. Figure out what it's going to take to recover and take action. Now, it might take some time to move that mountain, but start chipping away little by little every day. If this pandemic has turned your world upside down, I want to encourage you that you're not alone and that you can and you must bounce back. Make up your mind and start chipping away at that mountain. I hope this information has been helpful. I'd love to hear how you're coping during this crisis. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload to my channel. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to sharing a new reason to hope on next week. Take care and bye for now.